Shalom, when the self souls but giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kodash, double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone and honors to brothers doing the work of the Most High in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh's raw name of whom the word ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh. His raw name is Yahweh. The Son's true name is Yahweh Shai. And when we pray Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Min in, Hamin Dan Sham, meaning name. This one I was just preparing another lesson. And basically, I typed in the word, devise, was, trying to put some presets together. And I found a couple, that was linking up to Micah 2, right? So I thought I would, just cover that, because basically, I couldn't really, put together the lesson, that I wanted to. So, Lord's all, can go into this and, it's edifying, right? But this is Micah 2 and what's woe to them that devise iniquity, right? And, we know that's referring to these devils, man. Right, that's what these devils be doing. They're devising iniquities, right? They're, putting together so many different means of either trying to get Jake or, actively attacking the elect, right? Because they've got all of these different, these different devices that they work on, right? There's a spiritual war, right? There's a physical war. Right now, we ain't partaking in the physical war, right? But Esau's making it, right? He's putting things in the food, putting things in the air, right? Which is why we've got no choice but to trust the Lord, right? And in trusting the Lord is going to protect His elect, right? And we just going to maintain and keep it spiritual because that's what we've been commanded to do, right? This is 2 Corinthians, is it 10 and 4, right? I'll start from 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, so yeah, we're in this flesh, right? But guess what? We do not war after the flesh, right? So we always keep it spiritual, right? But Esau, he's coming, from every which way, right? Trying to get Jake, right? That's why, for instance, scriptures also say the accuser of our brethren, because he will put out all manner of witchcraft to make Jake go off. And then when Jake does go off, he's just then like, you see your people, right? It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, right? So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? This is a spiritual fight on our part, right? And once again, Esau, he's attacking, he's devising things left and right, right? This is Ephesians 6. I'll start from 10 on the aspect of the spiritual war, right? It's finding my brethren be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand against the wiles of the devil, right? And as is it, right? Cunning arts, deceit, that's what methodeia, right? In the Greek, G3180. Right, method, right? Travesty, trickery, wild, lying, wait, cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery, right? Let's see, does it? No, it doesn't help. It doesn't help me there. Can I press this button? Right, an activity involving skill in making things, skill used in deceiving others, right? It's kind of what was said anyway there, but. Yeah, but continuing on. So yeah, so that's the main thing there, right? But that's it, the evil plans, right? The plots of the devil, just like how we read in in Micah 2, right? About the devices, right? It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's it, right? Because he is, it's an all-out assault, right? On the spiritual plane and on the carnal plane, right? But that's once again, this particular precept is going into making, these scriptures our armor, right? Praying to the Lord when he's trying to mess. Not me, but these spirits rather, is trying to mess with us, man. Okay, because because this is is a spiritual war that is happening at the moment, right? So back in Micah 2, right, it's woe to them that devise iniquity, right, and work evil upon their beds, right? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, right? So because the Lord has given this man power, he just basically goes and does whatever it is he wants to do, right? He puts out, imagery all over the world to basically promote things, by way of witchcraft, ultimately, right? The scriptures talk about, woe to them that give, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drinks. Habakkuk, the second chapter, right? That's what this man does, and that drink's representing philosophies, right? That is the devising of iniquity, right? Yeah, and then the next one, right, is Psalm 35:4. It says, "Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt." Right now, nowadays, these devils, once again, they devised the hurt of the children of Israel, right? You read Ezekiel 35th chapter, 35:5, where it basically says, sith thou hatest not blood, right? Thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right? This devil's had a perpetual hatred for the children of Israel, and wants to destroy us, right? Which is why he's got all of these plans in place. That's why he's devising all of these different things, right, to try and get rid of us, right? It's Psalm 36:4 now, right? It says that he just deviseth mischief upon his bed. He saith himself in let me start from 3, right? The words of his Psalm 36:3, the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil, right? And this one's, pretty much as it sounds like what we've just read in Mark of the 2nd chapter, right? Devised mischief upon his bed. In Psalms 52:2, it says, "Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue." Now, this sounds like a mix of different precepts, so many different precepts that link to this, but this is Esau, right? This is Esau. He's a liar. But both of these priests, 36:2 and 52:2, is going into this man just being a liar, but also, right, being someone who devises evil, who's about evil. And then the last one, this is Isaiah 32. I'll start from 6. "The vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices, to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand." Right, so the same point again, right? He deviseth wicked devices, right? Because this man, he's always plotting, he's always scheming, right? And he's, scheming for, right? He's scheming against the children of Israel, right? Right, because he's, hoping for our destruction. Right, Psalms 83, right, speaks about, all of our enemies, right, have consulted together with one consent. The first enemy that is mentioned is Edom. Because Edom Esau wants to get his birthright back, but when you understand the prophecy, it was never his anyway. So like I said, just a quick one. Just looked up that word device, trying to find some preset for another vid. But I thought, let me go into this because it was a common theme that was coming up. So as always, Lord's, what I was edifying. Till the next time we say Shalom.